Yeah, there's so few people. So yeah, there's so few people that work.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so welcome everybody. Sarah and I both want to welcome on tonight's call. We're getting super pumped. We're about a month away from Summit. And so for those who are not going to Summit, just know that we're going to first start off with some announcements. So we're going to mainly go over June, and then there were a few announcements that I found for July as well. So just for those who maybe do not know, that our program right now that we are currently launching is Fire and Flow. So it is available to customers and to coaches and to preferred customers. And so just make sure that if you yourself are not doing it, connect with your coach, your upline, if you want to learn more about it, because many of us have already started the program. I'm in week 2, and there's a bunch that started just this past Monday as well. And I personally have been loving it. And I don't know if it's just because coming off of the lower impact 4 weeks for everybody and moving into this one, I'm actually appreciating the flow workouts more, because I think I was like in that mindset, but I'm enjoying the fire workouts because I haven't had that in a while. So I personally have been liking the combination, and I find that the flow workouts have helped with my mindset, which I think at this point a lot of us need. So just remember that, right? And then it comes with a journal, and this is something that I highly encourage that you guys talk about when you are maybe promoting it or talking to people about it. It's not just about the fitness. This program is a little bit more than just the fitness. Okay, so I don't want to go like fully into that. Any questions about Fire and Flow?
I just want to add in, if you're not doing it, the price is still the best deal is the $159. So knowing that number cost wise, the $159 bundle gets you the year of on-demand, the access to Fire and Flow, 30 days of body, product, cup, bands, journal, the nutrition materials, To Be Mindset, ultimate portion fix, all of that. So $159, great deal for Fire and Flow right now. And I also want to make sure, if you're not doing it, you want to promote it, product toolkit at the very top, it now has a link on the Coach Online office. If you go to the product toolkit, it says download all assets. If you're on my album, I've shared them to that, but I shared them in our Voxer thread, but there's Beachbody has put tons and tons of pictures, before and afters, social media graphics, tons of stuff for you guys to use. So just make sure you're checking that out as well. So, okay, that's all I have for Fire and Flow.
Yeah, so, and Sarah's bringing that up because just know when you guys talk to people, it's always best that even you lead with Fire and Flow, even if they don't want to do it, because right now that's the challenge, or the total solution pack that's on sale, right? Whenever a program's launched, it's $20 cheaper. So lead with that. But this leads me into, if you did not know, we have a promotion going on for the month of June for brand new customers. These are not customers that have been customers in the past and maybe haven't purchased in a while. These are brand new customers. Anyone you are bringing on that's brand new, basically if they're signing up with like a new email. So that's something that Angie had mentioned to me, like, let's say somebody really wants the $20 promo, they could open it up under their husband's account or email, and technically they would get the $20 off if they want another type of total solution pack. So it's $20 off total solution packs, any total solution pack except for the Fire and Flow. So the Fire and Flow is not included in that promotion. If you did not get your promotion, make sure you check your email. If you lost that email, just make sure that you contact Beachbody, and I'm sure they'll send it to you again. Okay, does anybody have questions about that?
I'm going to add on to that
Go ahead, Sarah.
So with that in mind, to give you context, best price situation, the least expensive total solution pack is $159. So you can get them down to $139. So the biggest difference between like just the generic total solution pack for the now $139 promo price versus the $159 promo price for Fire and Flow would be the Fire and Flow access, the journal, and the bands. So there's a $20 difference there, and that's what you get for that additional $20. So when you're breaking it down, least expensive total solution pack right now, $139. An additional $20 gets you Fire and Flow, the bands, and the journal. That's why Nat was saying, even if they're not doing it, you're going to get some stuff. You might do it later. It's worth mentioning. So those are the prices and some context there.
Okay, for anybody that is maybe completed 4-week gut protocol, or you maybe have some customers who completed it, just know that on June 19th is the last day you can submit your 4-week gut protocol results. I know for myself, I did not do that yet, so maybe I should get on that. Did anybody do that? I'm horrible at submitting results.
I have to do it still too. I wrote
Sarah,
it.
did you do it? Beck? Yeah?
Yeah, I did it. And I got the tank top too. And then I got an email that said, hey, you're entered into an additional, I don't know, something else.
Oh,
to
yeah, that's
where
right.
I'm
You
in the
mentioned
next
that.
round. So it's kind of cool. I
In
didn't
general,
know
when
that.
you apply for a t-shirt, like for any of the programs, it's like kind of like an auto entry into the overall big Beachbody
Mhm.
challenge. So like it kind of, you're applying for your t-shirt program specific wise, but then you also get kind of entered into the bigger challenge with other prizes. So
But it's interesting, Sarah, Beck, I had not heard of someone getting that email before. So and I don't know if it's just because I don't have that many people submit, but I don't remember that. I don't know if that's
Brittany's
new
gotten it.
either.
I've gotten it every time I've submitted. I
Oh, you
submit for
have?
each program because they do, even though they said they were stopping t-shirts, they are doing t-shirts for every program. Even though they said they were stopping that. They still are.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, they restarted that like last year, I think.
yeah, they were very adamant about not doing it anymore, but then I've gotten one for everyone this year. So
People probably complained or something. Okay. Okay.
And
Thanks, Brett.
Speaking of gut protocol, to add on to that, the supplements are now in stock. So they do have them if people want to do them. And if anybody did already purchase, they do get they should have gotten via email a promo code to give them 20% off the supplement. So they're still going to get it at the original sale price. And they also, I have to go in and check this out. Apparently they added a meal planning toolkit to the resources for 4-week gut protocol. So that's on there now too. So check that out. I mean, even if you're not doing the program, it's meal planning help. So why not?
Which actually leads into, when I saw this, I actually thought of Sarah D, because she had mentioned before that Beachbody needs to do this. And so I read that on June 21st, there's going to be a digital Ultimate Reset cookbook that launches, and it will be available in the Beachbody On Demand library. And then the cookbook will be available in printed copies if people want to buy that and purchase it at Summit. So that's even going to be a great resource even for people who maybe don't even want to commit fully till the Ultimate Reset, but you're going to get a lot of added recipes and resources that probably can be also applied to the 4-week gut protocol.
They reminded me, I've done both of them, both of the programs, and a lot of the concepts are the same in terms of like the vegetables and like plant-based stuff. So I think that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, but also like we've said it before when we've been sharing Ultimate Reset with people, like it's literally just a little booklet that you get. And so this will be another selling point too, is that people will have more resources that way to be able to be successful at completing the program. Okay, so on June 27th, Energize, there's a new flavor that's launching, strawberry lemonade. So that's on June 27th. What do you guys think about that flavor?
I think a lot of people are already doing the half berry, half lemon mix, and that's like so many of us are, right? It's so good. So I think it'll be very interesting to compare and see what it tastes like, because I'm excited for it.
Yeah. All right. And then, so just mark in your calendars. So as we lead into July, our next big program launch is going to be Lift More. And so they will be promoting that and sharing resources. It'll be shared on the Champions page takeover on June 27th that week. And then also the free sample workout will be available on June 27th as well for Lift More. We don't want to overwhelm you guys too much, but just keep in, the back of your mind that we are going to have another big program launch, and Lift 4 was one of the biggest program launches, if not even necessarily at the time it launched. In general, that is a program that people go back to. And so I recommend everybody getting your list together, go into your Coach Online office and check who committed to Lift 4, who purchased it, who's done it, and maybe reach out to those people and let them know that there's a new workout program launching that's based around that. Anybody else? Okay.
Just curious who's planning to do it, or who has a bench, I guess is the question. Yeah.
Okay, and is it for sure
does.
that you have to have the bench?
Yes, he was very adamant that if you don't have a bench, and it's the one that can go up, right? I think.
Yeah,
he
I think
said
it's the
that
whole thing is about, you need the incline bench, right?
Well, and he said like none of the other normal options will be like appropriate because there's other stuff with it too. So I know Megan Evilson, who's one of like the top coaches, she's been posting like a video a day of each move because she's in the test group. So it's been interesting to watch that and see how they're being used in different ways. But
Yeah.
it does say he did say very adamantly like there are no other options. Like there's not a replacement.
Yeah.
So
Well, it'll be interesting to hear the pricing and all that as well, right?
well, you can get them for like, I think I looked it up. It's like $75 on Amazon. I don't even know if Beachbody will sell one. I feel like that seems like a large product for them to have to roll up.
To carry, yeah.
A lot of people I just have noticed we're talking about getting them like good deals. If anybody has an Aldi near them, apparently a lot of Aldis are carrying great priced ones. I might have to pop over to the Buffalo. But yeah, I was just curious because LaFleur was so great and I was so excited when I heard about a new program and I was like, I don't have a bench and I feel like I need to stop adding new equipment. I just got the bike, so I might have to wait on that. But anyway,
A little longer too on workouts.
Tax
too.
write-off, write it off.
Slightly.
Tax write-off. That's always Sarah's
I got
go-to.
screwed last year. I think
It's true. All right.
Enough.
Okay, so just some highlights heading into July. I'm just basically gonna read this just to keep this in the back of your mind. And then Sarah's gonna pick things up with Summit. But yes, Coach Summit is gonna be running from July 13th to the 17th. So we're a month away from that. They said on July 13th, there's gonna be a new coach capsule collection of apparel for people. July 19th, Lift More is going to be available for coach and preferred customer. Lift More apparel launches on July 19th as well. And then just know that 50% off Lift More digital streaming for July Total Solution Pack purchasers and first time sellers. And then in July, at some point, there's going to be the first thing and last thing launch. Remember the new supplements that they talked about? I don't know much about that yet.
I believe it was July 19th I saw tonight. That's what I
Okay.
had on, so.
Lots going on July 19th then, guys. Okay. And then August, there's going to be a Team Beachbody Cup. So the registration is going to open up for that. We'll talk more about that, but that's where we form teams and we get after it and set goals and work together as teams. And then on July 4th, and they're also categorizing it as the Canada Day sale as well. Beachbody's bike will be having another sale during that. So Jackie, I know you were looking for that last time.
Speaking of the bike, I wanted to bring to attention, I got an email that kind of made it sound like for Father's Day, they're doing the promo and it's say $400 right now. So if you go through it, it's currently $13.99. If you add in the code, it brings the price down to $12.49 with the free shipping and handling, which is like the $250 value. So basically the bike is $12.49 US. So I wanted to make sure that's what's kind of going on right now. I looked for an end date for that right now. They didn't give one. Again, they said fathers like to work out, something like that. So I'm assuming it'll go through Father's Day. So just about the bike, I just wanted to, it's on sale right now too.
I saw that too, Sarah, and I was like, why wouldn't they just give us an end date? I hate that.
When's the sale go to? I don't know.
Yeah, I saw it for Canada too. In case anybody cares.
Okay, so those are basically the June and July announcements. Does anybody have any questions about that?
I want to
As
add to
always-
right now,
Okay.
the June bonus from June 1st through the 30th, that if you help get one more Success Club point, that for Diamond and Below, if you get one more Success Club point, then you did in May, you can get a bonus $25. So if you got 0 Success Club points and you even get one person started, $25 extra. So that'll cover a couple drinks at Summit, just saying. Anyway, so that's a June bonus. I wanted to make sure you knew about that. And then I also wanted to make sure, I'm a big proponent of Beachbody On Demand. I have shouted from the rooftop that's only $99 for a year. The price is now going up as of June 23rd and up $20. So it is what it is. They are going to be adding in open fit to that. What that's going to look like exactly, I haven't been able to find the details on that. It said it was frequently asked questions was going to be coming out, but yeah, so new prices for on demand. But you know, the positive to that, I was looking it up today. Whereas before you would make the $40 commission on on an annual 99, now you'll make 47 on a 119. So, you know, $47 for getting someone started with a great deal. You know, just
I saw one of the, I don't know, it was one of the top coaches to do a post about, okay, I don't want to be salesy, but I'm just putting this out there that the price for my, you know, digital streaming that I use is going up on this day. If you want access, she complained, she promoted still the total solution pack, but she's also just putting in there about that the price is going up. So, so you could do that one last post before it goes up.
Yep.
So just maybe consider that. And then I know that I have seen the OpenFit platform before, because when Danielle and I bought the bike, that's what we were using before Beachbody took over the bike, because Danielle and I have the first version of it. And I mean, to me, it just looks like there's going to be obviously different trainers. So there'll be new trainers, right? They won't be super trainers, but there's going to be a lot more variety of classes to choose again in a different lifestyle. So I know they mentioned like there's going to be more bar specific classes and, you know, obviously a lot more, but the platform was well done. It's just in a different format, essentially, with some new trainers. Okay, so for anybody, I think everybody here is going to Summit, is that right? But if you have to hop off now, feel free. We're going to start talking about Summit. And so before Sarah goes over, Sarah's our big time planner, organizer. She put her heart and soul into this draft itinerary. And I also have to give a huge shout out to Brittany, because Brittany is the one who scheduled our hotels and got that all set up. So thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Kyle, if you can hear us. Thank you for your rewards. We really, really appreciate you guys putting your time and effort into helping the team plan our trip. And so I just want to say a little something about Summit. So my very first time I went with one other girl, and it was my very first diamond coach. So it was the two of us, and she's not even here today. Like, that just goes to show too, right? Like, I've been doing this now for 10 years and you never know, right? Like, who's with you today might not be with you in the future, but that's okay, right? It's all about just bringing people on and seeing how things go. She was my first diamond. I was excited about that. We went together. We had an awesome time. It wasn't for her in the end, like maybe years later, she moved on. But then my goal was, I was like, you know what? I want to double it. I want to be able to bring maybe 4 people at the next summit. And we did that. And so Jackie and I went, was that the time that Jackie, we were pregnant?
We went together, pregnant, while you were just pregnant.
Yes.
And then
yeah. Yes, we went together. And then our goal was to then double it again. And the last time we went was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago, guys? 3, because of COVID, we weren't able to go the past 2 years. So 3 years ago is when we doubled it, and we had 8 of us go. And it was just, guys, the energy at Summit, like I'm telling you, these live events, this is like no other though, this type of live event. It's our community coming together, but then you get to see all these communities come together, and wait till you see what Beachbody puts together. You are going to be flabbergasted by the amount of people that are there. We basically take over the city, and it's just a ton of positive people together. And the trainings are phenomenal. They're put together by top coaches. And this is an opportunity too, where we would say that we also enjoyed just having some team time, some downtime, hanging out in the hotel, you know, getting to know each other, seeing each other in person for the first time, and having the opportunity to socialize too and have some fun and, you know, drink a little and eat and not worry necessarily, but also getting our workouts in. We make it fun. And so I'm just so grateful that we've been able to now increase it again to 12 of us going this year. And so, you know, each year we've built our communities together, and we have also been able to grow our teams going to Summit. So I'm super pumped and I can't wait to meet you all in person. And so we just want to give you guys some details so you feel prepared and that you're excited for this coming trip. So take over, Sarah.
All right, I'm gonna see if it lets me share my screen. Even though I'm not the host.
I made you the host, so it should work.
I know. It's giving me an error message. It's okay. I'll just share the Google Doc. Guys, this is all written down. Like I'll share the Google, it's all in a Google Doc right here. So I'll share it. But basically I have the hotel information on there. It's the Marriott St. Louis Grand. And again, Brittany, thank you for booking it. Check-in is at 4 p.m. Checkout's by 11 a.m. And what's included at the hotel, so you don't have to pack it, is a hair dryer and an iron. They also have a mini fridge, which I'll get to when I talk about some food options. And on the Google Doc is the address if you're looking for it and the website so you can check it out. And then I did call and speak with the hotel. They don't have a shuttle service from the airport, so you'll need to either taxi or Uber. I know we got a lot of questions about kind of the room situation. So what we try to do is just put it together based on who would be going to a lot of things together and who's roomed before and comfortable and all that. So in room number 1, we have me with Danielle, Jackie, and Andy B, who's not on right now. I'll make sure she knows. Room number 2 is going to be Natalie, Brittany, Lauren, who's not on, and Jillian. And then in room number 3, we're going to have Sue, Sarah B, Sarah P, and Amy K. So we have a 4th room reserved. I think it's still reserved. We had one if there's more people, but right now that's what we had going. Unless anybody knows differently. So any questions about the hotel? Brittany, anything you want to add?
No, except we can put it on the sheet if you want. I had done the math. So if we keep it at 4 per room, that will be $268 to me.
Have it on there.
And we can figure that out closer. Like, I don't get charged until we check in, so I'm not too worried about, like, I don't need that like today, but if we can figure something out, kind of.
How would you like people to pay you?
If people have Venmo's easiest. Things that are directly into my bank account, Venmo, Zelle, is probably easiest, but if you don't, like, we'll figure something out. And then again, if something comes up and we decide, I do still have the 4th room. So if for some reason we decided we wanted to go down to 3 a room, have a little bit more space, we do still have it. And that was $357 a person, but I have to cancel, I think it's like 48 hours in advance. So we have it until then. I'll probably obviously keep it a little longer, but we can cancel it whenever. So if somebody else needs it, but other than that, I think that's about it. And I think one of the benefits too, you're talking about the shuttle to the hotel or getting cabs are, sorry, my brain is fried today, is one of the things about that Google Doc we had started to with like times and stuff is we can kind of start to put together like who's going to arrive around the same time. Like I think Nat, you're like 20 minutes before me, and Jill, you're like around that same time too. So we can start to kind of talk to each other about who's coming in around the same time so we can meet up and people aren't on their own to grab an Uber, grab a cab, but we can kind of figure out a game plan to take the least amount of trips over to the hotel. So and
Yeah,
yes.
I'll add the I made a note to get Brittany's contact information, so I'll get that and put it on here. Yeah, got it. Sorry, didn't interrupt you.
No interruption. You're good.
And then Brittany, you'll own and be responsible for that cancellation, right? Like it is not on my radar now. I'm done and over. You got that. I'm not going to worry about it.
I got it.
Cool.
I think I'll get an alert. I can do it right from the app too. So I think I can do it whatever.
Okay, thanks again for doing that.
Yeah.
And then speaking of the hotel, if you're driving, I did see that parking is $30 a day. So just to take that into consideration. Okay. And then when it comes to the itinerary, if you haven't downloaded the Beachbody Events app, make sure you do that. I'm not going to go through every single thing that's on that app, but there is a daily breakdown. I'm going to highlight a couple of things from each day that I think is important for you to pay attention to and what I know I'm going to be doing and going to. So just to give you an idea. And then if there's questions as I'm talking about it, like feel free to just ask. So make sure you download the app. On Thursday, when everybody arrives, what is important to know or kind of add on your like to-do list for that day is you do need to check in with Beachbody. It's like, yes, you got to check into the hotel, but you actually also have to check in with Beachbody at the convention center. And so just we'll help you. We'll go with you. You're not going to be on your own or by yourself and everything. And it'll be easy to figure out, but just have that on your radar that that's something that needs to happen. And then there is workouts with the super trainers for most of us, starting at 3:30 that day or 4:30. And I put on there who's doing which workout. So I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I have for doing the Jennifer Jacobs workout, I have me, Brittany, Lauren, Sarah P, and Nat. And then for Amwala, I have Jackie, Danielle, Sue, and Andy. And then for Elise, I have Amy. And then Jillian's workouts the next day. I have that down. So I think that's everybody. So just so you know, it's on here who you'll be able to do the super trainer workout with. That's again on Thursday. And then, so the workouts, they go from like either 3:30 to 4:15 or 4:30 to 5:15. So sometime between the end of that workout, and then opening session starts at 8 o'clock. So you'll have a little bit of time there to grab something to eat, just kind of on your own quickly. We didn't do anything formal just because there's not a huge ton of time there and people might want to shower or whatever after the workout. So just know you're kind of just on your own. And I do have some suggestions later on in the Google Doc about some food options. So that is Thursday. Any questions about Thursday before I go on? For opening session, I tend to have a notebook with me and pen, just because there's usually, actually any of the time, any of the things I go to, basically, I have a notebook and a pen with me ready to write down any announcements, things coming out, quotes that are meaningful to me, teaching points, anything. So I pretty much have pen and paper on me always anyway, but just for what to bring. Temperature of the room, you might want to bring a sweatshirt, it's variable, and people will be in anything from their workout clothes, like casual, to like, I guess a little bit cute, you won't be out of place if you're wearing like, shorts and a t-shirt either, like nice. So, but it's not like fancy, it's just everything. People will be in dresses too, because it might be going out to dinner afterwards, so correct me if I'm wrong, anyone else who's been, but it's kind of anything goes, your workout stuff to going out before dinner stuff. Okay, so that's Thursday. And then Friday is Jillian's workout, and Sarah B works out with Sean T Thursday, early Friday morning. And then we have our first general session. So again, bringing the sweatshirt, notebook, pen, maybe some water. And then they have the workshops from 2 to 4:30. So you'll do those kind of depending on what you selected or what your rank is. And then this is something that's not on the app, so pay attention to this, and it's on the Google Docs. You don't have to write it down, but just a heads up. Angie, our upline person, so Team Dynamite, she is going to host us for appetizers from 5 to 7 p.m. And it's going to be at a place called the Over Under Bar and Grill, which is actually kitty corner to where I made dinner reservations. So it's going to work out nicely. We can just walk across the road because we had then our dinner reservations at 7:30. So from 5 to 7, we can go and hang out with Angie and our upline and see kind of our bigger team. The address and the website of the bar is on this Google Doc. So there's that. And then at 7:30, I made reservations for a Thai Asian bistro. There's lots of options, everything from sushi to Thai, like, noodle dishes. And there's some gluten-free options, which I thought was great for those of you who just did gut protocol. So the website and address again are also on the Google Doc for that. And that's again, 7:30 is our reservation till, whenever. So any questions about Friday? Oh, I guess what we're going to wear. I don't know. I'll probably just bring like a not fancy, like just a summer dress and some comfortable sandals. Like I'm not going to be wearing big heels because we'll be walking a lot. So I'm just going to be comfortable. Probably won't be like my sports sandals per se, but flats. So.
And we have that team picture from our dinner night last year. We could share if you guys want to see outfits.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah. Or I think Jackie's like doing the splits in that picture. If you want to see that too, you can check it out. Okay. Any questions about Friday, guys? Okay. Saturday is the super workout. So you have your super trainer workout that you selected, and it's like the individual like super trainers, but then you have the super workout, which is everybody all together. It is a kind of, unless you go to these every year, once in a lifetime experience in terms of working out with, I don't know how many thousands of people. They close an entire road down. It's a really neat. We should share some pictures and some clips of that as well. When we went before a couple of years ago, the last time we had Summit, Angie was able to get us a spot up on a rooftop, which was really cool because we could look down and see everybody, and then we had our own space. So Nat, have you heard anything about that at all for this year at all?
No, I haven't heard there's a plan for that
Yeah.
at all. Not
If
yet.
there is, well, we're going to be going together. We'll go over as a group wherever we end up having to go for that. So you won't be lost and on your own trying to find us, although I don't think we'll be hard to miss, but we'll stay together for that. At least that's my plan, is to go over as a group, because that's fun and get some videos
Just
and
so
the
you
different
know,
trainers.
It's really early. Like we get up
6
early
a.m.
every morning, but that morning is ridiculous.
So bring your Energize.
We did shots of Energize. You remember, guys? Just before we left the hotel room.
Okay. And then there's not much time. So the super workout will go from 6 till 7:30. And then about 2 hours later is what they call the closing session. So that's going to be at 9:30. So just wanted to bring your attention to that. I would plan on going to that. And then workshops are again in the afternoon from 2:30 to 4:30 for everybody. So we go to that. And then that night is when they have the celebration from 8 to 10 p.m. The celebration, usually they talk about like who won the Beachbody Challenge announcement, and I forget what else they cover at the celebration.
They usually have some corny sketch where like Carl does something with like some of the others at corporate. So it's pretty funny. They usually do, they recognize the top coach. So that's one thing that you get to see. You get to see the top 10 coaches. And then, so they say a little, usually there's like videos with them. It's always fun because they have like, where they interview them and stuff. What else, guys?
That's the gist of it.
Some recognition. Yeah.
And then they go over is that the night? No, it's a Thursday that they do the challenge. Did you already say that?
No, that's the final night.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
When we all correct.
Which it's amazing, guys. Those transformations, like I always cry when I'm like watching them. So it's great. Like we encourage everybody to go to that. It's fun. And then Sarah, do you think that what we'll try to do that night for dinner is just, we might not necessarily all eat together, but like,
Yeah,
it
so
has to
workshops
be
go till
quick.
4:30. Workshops go to 4:30 and the celebration is at 8. So again, I think it's just be on your own, order something, you know what I mean? But and I've got some options, but like you might have time. So okay, so this kind of leads into the food situation. So I spent much time calling different places in St. Louis, and lots of them are just first come, first serve. So clearly I felt like it was like a convention center place where they're just used to tons of people at all times and don't necessarily need to take reservations. And some of the reservations you had to have like a minimum to be able to like actually reserve a spot. So thankfully I was able to find the Thai place that didn't require a $400 minimum. But anyway, so lots of places within walking distance. If you go on Google Maps and you put in the name of our hotel, and you'll see that, you'll have the address to confirm you're in the right place. You'll be able to see tons of places within walking distance. Again, a lot of them are just, you walk in and order. Small seating areas that are first come, first serve. Tons of them cater or DoorDash, or there's a lot of different delivery type services depending on the restaurant. So you just would go to the website, which I've included, and you can see different options. So in particular, I called the hotel as well multiple times and asked for like recommendations of which places that they did like or that were popular. And so I listed those, and then I went to the websites as well, just to get a feel for like what they had and the prices. And then I kind of narrowed down, obviously you guys can go anywhere, do your own research if you want to, but I narrowed down what I thought were my favorites or what I think would be cool. So I have a sandwich place on there called Snarfs that was really popular. There's a really cool sauce on the side Italian place for like calzones. There's a really cool burger and shake place called Bailey's Range. It's like, you know, one of those fresh served, you know, grass-fed kind of like healthy places, but had burgers, you know. And then there's a really popular barbecue place called Sugar Fire Smokehouse. Again, all of those are on there with links to the websites if you want to check them out. So what I would suggest, and this is totally open for discussion, but I think what we'll just plan on doing meal wise, I know my room we talked about, so Jackie and Danielle and I have talked, we'll probably just do like an Instacart order for some like very basic stuff for like breakfast and lunch, you know, maybe some like deli meat or just stuff if we want to make a shake for breakfast. We'll probably just bring some shake packages, maybe get some milk or even just water, bring my shaker cup. And so we'll probably just have something with us for breakfast and lunch, like not really worry too much about that. And then we're going to go out to dinner for the Friday night. And then Thursday and the Saturday, we'll probably order something, but it'll just be like, we either walk and pick it up or have it delivered. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Whatever you guys want to do. I didn't think it was going to be easy enough to make reservations for all the different times for a group of 12, given our timelines and who's going to want to shower, who's not, who's working out when, what, who likes to eat what, whatever. So we planned on one big team dinner, and then we can go in smaller groups. We can go by room. However, for the other 2 nights, there's no like super formal structure to that. We just wanted to get together at least once.
So guys, just definitely for lunch, just I highly recommend that we are in a rush at lunch because everyone is eating lunch at the same time. So just know you're going to be leaving the convention center and everyone's going to be rushing to all the restaurants and stuff. So like Sarah said, just plan something easy for them. So we'll talk in each room, but I always found that the most difficult. And I don't do well with being hungry. So like, that's something that I also think I'm going to do, like the Instacart to the room. So we thought that we could each talk, like now that we know the rooms.
And also I think Jillian, Sue, and Amy, I know have ordered the box lunches. So like they've got that taken care of for them as well. So that's another option to do that. So
yeah, they're
Is
good.
that, like,
I've done
crazy,
it
though?
before. So if you guys did that, it was good last time. Plenty of food. It was good.
did someone ask a question? I thought I heard someone asking something.
I did, just like, is it crazy trying to get yours that you ordered? Okay, good.
No, it was very organized. They had them set on tables and it was way to like walk across.
Rooms look like the rooms have a lot of space. So in a worst case situation, also for the record, a lot of these places I looked up cater as well, like big meals. But so I was like, okay, worst case, we're gonna have a meal delivered to our room for everybody, but we are able to get a reservation, so we're good. But there again, per the hotel, there is a floor that's dedicated and has just seating that's first come first serve for eating just in a hotel lobby area. But in a worst case pinch situation, know that you can just go to your hotel room and there should be plenty of room to eat. They're very comfortable, large looking, spacious rooms. So, and again, they have the mini fridge. So anyway, hope that helps. It was a little, I don't know. It felt very, yeah, I guess convention-y is the right word, which is appropriate because that's where we're going in terms of like, they're just like, oh, no, whoever comes in and gets it first gets their food first. So I'm like, I'm gonna order some stuff so I don't have to deal with too much hassle and maybe just worry about my dinners. So that's my plan.
I've been to St. Louis for NATA and it is first come, first serve. There's a lot of within walking distance, but there's always wait times. So I think those that got like the lunches and stuff like that ahead of time and like us that have talked about getting like stuff for the room is the best way to go. It's also, if you've never been to St. Louis before, and I think doesn't Nicole live close by or something like, yeah.
I was just gonna call.
Yeah, I live in St. Louis.
It's hot as freaking hell. It's like,
Outside.
Yes.
warm
In July,
like,
if you walk anywhere, it's going to be like you took another shower. Just the FYI. It's super, super, super humid here.
yeah.
I
mean,
remember that, Danielle, at
Yeah.
NATA, because I've been there twice, I think, for wrestling and convention for like NATA. And I thought the same thing. This place is so hot. It's
I
great.
thought
Well, depending on timing on Saturday too, I could always come down with my minivan that seats like 7 people and drive us somewhere. So there's lots of really fun restaurants that are close. They're not quite walking distance, but they're close.
Okay,
I
yeah,
wouldn't be
Nicole's
crowded.
gonna come and visit us. So we're definitely gonna see her too. So Jackie was gonna talk more and Nicole will tell you all the details and get you involved for sure.
Yeah, Nicole, I was definitely going for walking distance. So if you know any places I missed that are walking distance from our hotel, let me know and I'm happy to add them on here.
Okay, yeah, I'll look at your Google Doc and let you know if there's anything else.
Awesome.
And then
Nicole,
does
I also,
anybody know if you can change, can you still get the boxed lunches now?
I was just gonna mention, you can change or do any add-ons until the 17th. So that's in a couple days.
Oh, thank you, because I might change to the box lunches. Okay, thank you.
Oh, Bailey's Range is delicious. Good to know. It looked like it was going to be a good, and they have milkshakes. I kind of want a milkshake.
What is like the big food in that area that I need to try?
barbecue, right?
Like
St. Louis
But,
barbecue.
Yeah.
the place that's close by is a chain. It's good, but there's a better barbecue place, but it's a few miles from where you're at.
okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of fantastic places, but may not be walkable. I'll have to look.
And I mean, if you want to arrange for a cab or whatever, by all means, guys, there is no right or wrong here. You are free to do what you want. And if you don't show up at a workshop or an opening session, we're not going to judge you. This is for you and your business, right? So like, this is up to you. There is no peer pressure or guilt, or like, this is for you, whatever you want to make of it. You want to go, great. You don't, great. It's your choice. We're there to bond, to learn, to grow, to work out, to have fun. And there's no judgment or criticism or like, it's none of that. But and not just from our team, but like from anyone else, any of the other coaches there. Like, it's just people who are about being happy and healthy and like nice to each other. So,
Yeah, people who get it. It's really awesome to just be with like all these people who just get it, you know? You don't have to explain anything. You don't have to justify it, fight with anybody about it.
right.
It's just, yeah, you feel like you're with your peeps.
Right? Like, what is our lesson, especially right now for those of you doing fire and flow? It's about embracing who you are. And in Beachbody, I remember when I went, what really stuck with me is like the motto of the company was it wasn't to make money or to earn a commission or here's how you do this. It was to help people lead a healthy and fulfilled life. Like that is Beachbody's motto, is to help lead a healthy and fulfilled life, whatever that looks like. And the great thing about it is like, they want you to be a better person, right? They want you to take time on you and to work out and to eat healthy and do your personal development. And like, that's encouraged and celebrated. So you take that motto from a company and you extrapolate it to the people who represent the company. And that is who you're surrounded by for the whole weekend. And it's just a very positive, rewarding, uplifting experience, to say nothing short of the team bonding and the friendships and the brainstorming you can do to help with your businesses. I remember last time we literally sat around in our hotel room and like went around and helped each other brainstorm. Sorry, it's getting dark in here. we went around and brainstormed like some suggestions for each person's business based on what we saw a person's like strengths and weaknesses were. And it was just great because like we do know each other. And I found that to be really just helpful, doing that like totally not planned, impromptu kind of like brainstorming session together. So there'll hopefully be some of that again.
Yay.
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun, guys.
And guys, too, like, think about too, like, as Beachbody's grown too, they provide us that much more like resources and like guest speakers. Like the guest speakers that were going to be the keynote speakers, guys, people pay thousands of dollars to see these people, and we're getting it in a Coach Summit ticket. Like, wait till you guys see these keynote speakers.
When are
Like,
they speaking? Do you know? off the top of your
amazing.
head? Do you remember when they speak? I
They
forget.
usually,
In the general session.
General
yes, the
session.
general. Yeah.
Okay.
It's Brendan Burchard, and who is the other one?
Yeah, I forget who the other one was.
Somebody else that's like,
But it's pretty, I feel like I've heard of them too. I have to look it up again. But
Yeah.
Brendan Bouchard, like, that's crazy that we're gonna see him.
Okay. Any other questions, guys?
A dumb one. Do you guys try to do like a carry-on? Because I'm always an overpacker.
So dumb. No, you,
Never successfully done a carry-on.
Okay, good. So I won't be like the only idiot with like a real suitcase.
You mean like,
no, I
oh,
did,
you mean
I did
just
a
to
check.
carry on? Like
Yeah.
just to carry on?
I checked
Yeah,
last time.
I
you check your
I
bag.
can't, I've never done that, I think, for Summit. I've always checked, but I think it's
Okay.
possible for sure. If
I
you
did.
have your
I did last
license.
time. I always do. We very rarely check bags. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an overpacker.
packing cubes. Packing
still
cubes,
bringing a
you
hair
crank
dryer.
all that shit down.
Packing cubes
Or-
are shockingly very effective. But it's like the shoes, and I don't even have.
I know.
Shoes,
But-
especially, that's why if you bring wedges, mind you, if you're bringing flats, you won't have your wedges, but like wedges can weigh like 5 to 7 pounds. I swear, I should weigh them. They're heavy. I
Yeah.
always go over the weight limit.
And it's like lower now. Like when we went to Florida, I was shocked that it's 40 pounds. It used to be 50, right?
What? It's
Depends on
still
the
50.
depends on the airline.
I guess it depends on the airline, maybe.
Yeah.
I was with Frontier budget time, so.
When we went to Hilton Head, it was 40. And so I had to take my beach
Really?
bag out of my suitcase and put stuff in it to make it not 40. It
Smart.
was, yeah. And that was for checked luggage, 40. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
anyway,
wow.
Yeah, I always crack up at the people who are like ripping things out and trying to rejig. I saw somebody, I did a suggestion that you could put a pillowcase in, and then if you have to stuff the pillowcase of like some clothes, and you can use that as a pillow on the plane, and do some weird-
Ah,
like those are some heavy clothes.
I like it.
Anyways. Yeah, don't forget your shaker cups. You can buy shakes at the convention center
Yes.
too at certain hours, but often the lines are long. I usually like to buy one just because I like a really, nice.
they're really good. They do something to them. They taste really good. They're usually $5, usually maybe 5 something. And yeah, you stand in line and then they have 3 or 4 different flavors and they have people just making them right there.
Yeah.
So I usually get one once too.
Oh, and then the core, but it's not called that anymore. It's called the group. What is it? Hangout or something. That's the like Beachbody shopping store. So there's like all the apparel and stuff, but then they also have like most of the supplements and other products. So if you want to,
And it's usually cheaper too, right, Jackie?
well,
For
you don't pay
supplements?
shipping, right?
Yeah,
No
no shipping.
yeah.
They usually do that in order of ranks.
Yeah.
To get in. And then we always chose like a time that was like best to get in because there could be long lines for that as well.
Yeah, that's one thing I would say. Just go whenever it works for you, and whenever you see if it's not busy, like don't feel bad because we can't. I think if we're all like, oh, we'll wait for each other, it'll be ridiculous to try and get in. So just if you see it open, you have a few minutes, or you want to even go to a session a little bit late or whatever. They do close it in between sessions usually, or during sessions, I think. So bring some extra cash or whatever if you want to spend money there. But
On the app, there's a list of the speakers, just if you guys want to
oh, okay.
speaker, it lists all of them, like not just the keynote. So I'm not sure if it designates who the keynote ones are, but there's a lot of different people listed, actually. I'm surprised there's that many speakers.
Because it's like every session that has like 2 per thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be, obviously you're not gonna hear them all because it'll be these people at this session and these people at like the diamond session and these people at the whatever. So yeah.
Yeah.
They used to have a keynote speakers, I thought, featured. Anyway, check out the app. There's more information on there that I didn't go over. I just kind of,
Bob Heilig is the other big one. He's
what?
like Bob Heilig. He does, I think it's called like your upline, your network upline or something like that.
your virtual upline podcast, and
There
the
it is.
founder of Love, Serve, Grow movement.
Yeah.
Simplifying your business, aligning your work with your values and priorities so you can build a business that serves your life. Hustle less to have more.
Boom.
I
Shut
like
up.
that.
Yeah, should be good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Someone's got birds chirping. Who's got birds chirping? That's nice.
Thanks, Scott. All right, well, thanks, guys. Nicole, we'll chat and figure out what your plan will be. And we're very excited to meet you in person.
Thank
to-
you. Thanks for including me. I'm super excited to meet you guys too.
Yeah.
There's
And
gonna
to
be
see sweaty St. Louis.
there's two.
I saw
Google
that the
Docs.
summit thing said it was scenic. It's like, okay. I don't know if I would classify it as that, but you can see some homeless people, some
Oh.
trash.
Sure, they'll make it just nice for us to pop in, right?
It'll be nice. But excited to meet you guys. Thanks for including me.
Yeah, no problem. I will put the links to the Google, there's technically two links to Google Documents, guys. Like one is actually the Google like Excel spreadsheet that Brittany's got for arrival times, departures, and tank top size. And then one's an actual Google Doc like Word document. So there's going to be two links. I will share it on my team page, and then Nat, you can take it from my page and put it on your team page. And so just to pay attention, there's actually two links to information about Summit. So. Okay.
Well, thanks,
I'm-
guys.
I gotta go check on my kiddos. They're supposed to put themselves to bed. We'll see if it happened.
Good luck.
Ooh. Let me know when that actually starts happening, Sarah.
Never. They're probably on their electronics right now at $10. Scott lost power at one of his offices because of the storms last night. So he had to drive to pick up their $15,000 worth of vaccines that were in a fridge that didn't have power. So that's what he was doing at 9 o'clock at night. So
Good time.
anyway, all right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.